Facilitating the basketball is one that few have mastered, but it's critical for a team's success. Every team needs a good facilitator to run the offense and share the basketball. These are the top 10 greatest passers in NBA history. Number 10, Rajon Rondo. The two-time NBA champion with the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers is the 10th best passer in NBA history. Despite some of the highs and lows throughout Rondo's time in the NBA, he still managed a tremendous basketball career that could earn him a spot in the Hall of Fame. Rondo led the NBA 3 times in assists per game and averages 8.2 assists per game for his career. He also tends to play a lot better during the postseason. His 2 NBA championships were won with good performances from him during the NBA playoffs. Number 9, Larry Bird. Larry Legend may be a shock for younger fans to be on this list. However, Bird was one of the most underrated passers the game has ever seen. Larry Bird is remembered for his scoring prowess. However, similar to LeBron James, Bird was also able to distribute the basketball at such a high level that even when he was having an off shooting night, he could still impact winning at the highest level to help his Celtics to 3 championships over the 1980s. Number 8, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's tremendous abilities at the point guard position helped him to play in 2 NBA finals with the New Jersey Nets and also helped Dirk Nowitzki to win the first championship for the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. Kidd was a great point guard who would always be close to a triple-double against any team. His passing was incredible and he led the NBA in assists per game 5 times. Moreover, Kidd ranked second in the number of assists in NBA history with 12,092. Number 7, Chris Paul. Chris Paul, otherwise known as the point guard, can be a threat to opposing teams even if they decide to stop his playmaking abilities, as he can score efficiently while boasting a tremendous mid-range game. Still though, CP3's best asset is a great passing ability and control of his team's offense. He has led the NBA in assists per game 4 times and 3 times in total assists. His average of 11.6 assists per game in the 2007-08 campaign is the 4th highest since 2000. Number 6, Steve Nash. A 2-time MVP, Steve Nash was a great passer and arguably the greatest of the last 2 decades. Even though he could still not reach a championship during his illustrious career, his passing skills were still some of the best in NBA history. Nash was a flashy playmaker as well as a fundamental one. He led the NBA in assists per game 5 times in his career, which is the 4th most in league history. He's one of the 5 NBA players to reach 10,000 assists in his career, and he ranks 3rd with 10,335 assists. In the mid to late 2000s, Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns ran a quick, fast-paced offense which revolutionized the way that we play the game today. Just like the way that my bookie has revolutionized sports betting. Using the link in my description, you can get up to $1,000 on a sign-up bonus. You can place bets on the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, any American sport you can imagine. My bookie's got you covered. So use the link in my description and claim up to $1,000 in a sign-up bonus today. Number 5, Isaiah Thomas. Not the Celtics Isaiah Thomas, it's the bad boy Pistons Isaiah Thomas. One of the most underrated point guards in NBA history. Thomas's point guard skills helped the Detroit Pistons to win 2 NBA championships in 1989 and 1990. They also earned him a Finals MVP award in 1990. Thomas was short in stature, so he had to make up with it with his shiftiness, quickness, and smart decision making. As I said, Thomas is one of the best scoring point guards in league history. As his most memorable game was Game 6 of the 1988 NBA Finals, Zeke scored 25 points in a single quarter on a badly sprained ankle. His mental toughness and ability to pull his team over the line was what made him such a great player. Number 4, Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson was the first player to average a triple-double over an entire NBA season. While he will always be remembered for that feat, his passing ability should not be overlooked. If you ask any older gentleman who was lucky enough to witness the Big O play, they will tell you about just how skilled Oscar Robertson really was. The Big O led the NBA in assists per game 7 times in his 14 seasons in the league. Robertson also led the NBA in total assists 6 times in his career and helped a young Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to their first NBA title with the Milwaukee Bucks in 1971. Number 3, LeBron James. Many analysts will often say that LeBron James' greatest ability is the way he passes the ball. While it's hard to wrap your mind around a player who averages 27 points in his career with an efficiency of 50% on his field goals, James is certainly one of the greatest passers in NBA history. Assisting may not be his greatest skill, but LeBron James is a tremendous facilitator who is surely the greatest passer in today's NBA. He led the NBA in assists per game in 2019-20 season with the LA Lakers. LeBron has reached the 10,000 assist club and his journey is not over yet. LeBron James has always played with a pass-first mindset, so the fact that he's the leading scorer in NBA history is just insane. Number 2, John Stockton. John Stockton looks like he could help you out with your bills, but he's actually one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the NBA. John Stockton has almost every record regarding assists in the NBA and was arguably the most methodical passer in the history of basketball. Stockton might have been unpredictable at offense as his pick and roll with Karl Malone was their go-to move, but his greatness allowed them to dominate opposing defenses over and over again. Even though his passing skills could not lead them to an NBA championship, he got awfully close twice. However, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls got in their way in consecutive NBA finals. Stockton is the all-time leader in total assists with an unbelievable 15,806 assists. He led the league in assists per game 9 times, consecutively from 1988 to 1996. Additionally, he has the 2 highest averages of assists per game in the NBA history with 14.5 and 14.2. Number 1, Magic Johnson. The Showtime Lakers of the 1980s were one of the most exciting teams to ever play in the NBA. Magic Johnson was the point guard of Showtime, who would win 5 championships over the 1980s, dominating that era. Irvin Johnson got his nickname Magic because of the way he could pass the ball, and he was so good at passing the ball, everyone forgot his real name. Even though John Stockton owns most of the assist records in NBA history, it's Magic Johnson who has the highest average of assists per game for an entire career with 11.2. Johnson led the NBA in assists 4 times, while he led the league 3 times in total assists. He also won 3 regular season MVPs and 3 finals MVPs with his passing ability as his best trait. Want to hear more about single season achievements? Watch this individual players ranking list. You won't believe who comes out on top.